It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Alert three. Alert three.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Looks 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A run for Nick Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. You've got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check. 72. SOS.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Let's go.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Banjo. Let's go.
Throwing now is Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. On play action, now Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80.
I hope you brought your look.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Check 43.
72. Hey, Haywood.
Check 53. Mike.
Alert.
Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Browns have cut it back within a score. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Browns 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Cleveland.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Mike. Go Bandit. Hey, check 24. Watch 20. Go Bandit. Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Hey, Alabama.
From the 25 on second down, Brady. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
53, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And Watson has it right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got you, son. I got you.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike 53. 53. Mike. Let's go. Hey.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ozzy. Hey, Orbit. It's a party now. 50.
Brady now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
No.
Brady now to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 26 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And the lead is now 21-14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Mayfield forced out to it. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Look at the big man rumble, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
What we got? Check safety.
Hey, go 66. Check it.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Rip. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, 66.
Here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Shotgun now for Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on.
Hey, check it. Bravo.
They do go for it. It's Brady, and that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wait, that. Round 80.
Okay, just like that.
72.
On first down, Michel. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady deferring to White on the draw, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brady now on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Quick edge. Come. Check nickel. Regular.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Regular.
Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's good for 28 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Point it right.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you're...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A give. This is Michel. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me...